Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna check out top 3 best bird feeders. Starting at number 3. Squirrel Solution 200. If you need a higher capacity feeder that will keep the birds happy and the squirrels sad, the Brome Squirrel Solution 200 is a great option. An integrated ventilation system seems to work well to keep your seed drier longer, which helps keep bacterial and fungal colonies at bay. That's especially important for this feeder since it holds so much seed at a time. The squirrel busting system works similarly to the smaller Brome option. If a squirrel leaps onto the outer metal frame, they drag it down while the internal plastic sleeve remains stationary, protecting the seeds. The frame's decorative leaves are strategically placed to block the feeding ports. Every portion of the outer feeder is metal, so the squirrels can't chew their way through it either. You've got to earn all these positives, though. This feeder is higher maintenance than most. We had to consult the manual to figure out which part went where during assembly. Pulling the outer cage and inner plastic tube apart to clean it out isn't challenging, but it takes more steps than the rest. Scrubbing bird droppings off the metal cage is not our favorite step in the process. None of it is arduous, just more so than the rest. If you need a feeder that will appeal to popular wild birds with a larger seed capacity and squirrel stumping skills, the challenges are worth the benefits. Check out the description for more information and latest price. Coming at number 2. Perky-Pet 080086. Built to dispense thistle seeds, the Perky-Pet shorty finch is beloved by its target audience of clinging and perching birds with small beaks, largely finches and sparrows. Since local thistle seeds threaten to sprout and invade your yard, our thistle feeders actually dispensed Niger seed, a similar-sized daisy-like plant from Africa that's rich in fats and oils. It attracts American goldfinches, juncos, siskins, indigo buntings, and redpolls. The birds either cling to the mesh or perch on the bottom rim to pull the seed through with their beak. It makes for a fun and fluttery bird-watching experience. The feeder itself is metal, with powder-coated metal mesh. It feels solid but is quite light, and may not last long enough to become an heirloom tool. The bottom of the feeder extends upward into a cone shape, effectively shedding every bit of seed to resist spoiling. A heavy downpour will still wet your seed, though, particularly if there's any wind. This is typical for feeders. This is also a very targeted feeder, so it won't call in the widest array of species. The ones that come, though, will be very grateful. Seed does fall out as you fill the feeder, and on one occasion, a lot of it seemed to blow away in a strong wind. The hanging ring also leaves something to be desired. Since it isn't rigid, you have to hold it up while hanging the feeder, limiting how high you can secure it without a ladder. The ring also snapped at the joint during our relatively short test period, though it still works. This feeder makes watching finches feel like a sport, and it's very reasonably priced, which will help offset the higher cost of the Niger seed itself. And number 1 of this list. Squirrel Buster. Tube feeders excel at keeping seeds protected and dry, and the Brome Squirrel Buster is no exception. Its feeding ports are tucked beneath the outer metal sleeve, protecting seeds from rainstorms. That's important because they can quickly grow dangerous bacteria and fungus when wet. As its name suggests, the feeder is also meant to deflect squirrel attacks. The plastic seed holder is suspended inside the outer metal sleeve, which is held in place by an adjustable spring. If a squirrel jumps on the feeder, its weight stretches the spring, pulling the outer sleeve over the seed ports. It's slick and seemed to work well. Most importantly, the birds approve. To truly squirrel-proof this feeder, you need to be sure the squirrels can't knock it down. If they do, and they did once during our test period, they'll get a snack and some unfortunate positive reinforcement. This feeder also is on the small side, with only 1.3 pounds of seed capacity. Frequent refillings kept the seed fresh, and the local birds healthy, though, so we don't mind much. Some might see this as a positive aspect. Experts recommend washing feeders with soap and water every 2 weeks to avoid breeding bacteria or fungus or spreading disease. This feeder isn't the easiest to scrub out, but there aren't any crannies that you just can't reach. Since this Squirrel Buster is popular among a range of birds, does an impressive job of keeping seeds dry, and is protected by a sturdy metal frame, it's an excellent choice for any backyard. All of these items are available on Amazon. I have included all the links in the description. You can check out these links for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, Please hit the like button below, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.